Welcome to the software tutorial for ProPAN 2.0. The ProPAN software program is compatible with EpiInfo version 3.5.4, though not version 7, and allows for user-friendly questionnaire and database construction, data entry, standardized output of diet and feeding practices, and identification of locally available foods with high nutrient-to-cost ratios. This video will teach you the basics of maneuvering through the software. We will cover a tour of the main menu, how to update the food composition table, how to create a new survey, how to enter data, how to modify a survey, and how to analyze data and generate outputs. As you can see on the main menu, ProPAN is comprised of 3 different data collection instruments for assessing infant and young child nutrition and feeding practices: a 24-hour dietary recall and anthropometry, a caregiver survey, and a market survey. The menu also includes tools for the advanced user, a help menu, and a link to EpiInfo utilities. A feature of the software program is a built-in food composition table comprising data from several sources. This table includes energy and nutrient information and categorizes foods by WHO and OptiFood food groups. To see what the current food composition table looks like, click on Advanced Utilities, and under the Food Composition Table menu item, select Display Food Composition Data. You can also open the Microsoft Access database from the ProPAN folder on your C drive under the Database Template folder. To edit existing foods or to add foods not contained in the table, find the Food Composition Table menu item under Advanced Utilities and click on Update/Add Foods to the table. Here is a sample entry. Let's say you have a local variety of apples with different nutrient content than the one listed in the table. The existing record for apple could be found by searching for the food name through the Find feature on the software. You can either go to the Find option or press Ctrl F to enter the search page. Click on the field you would like to search, in this case the food name, or F2. Enter the food name, followed by an asterisk, and click OK or hit Enter. You will see all of the foods that start with the word apple. If you are looking for a food with the term apple anywhere in its name, surround the search term with asterisks. View the list of foods from the search and double-click on the record you are trying to locate. Now you can modify the fields for this food. To save your changes, click on Save Data. To add a new food into the database, click New and begin entering the nutrient information about the food being added. The existing table has no missing values for key fields. If there is missing information in a new entry, it may affect results when an analysis is run. Once you are done, click on Save Data to save the new entry. You can view the table again to ensure that it was updated. Newly created surveys will automatically reflect the modifications to the food composition table. To ensure the changes apply to surveys that have already been entered into ProPAN, click on Update My Survey Food List option and choose the file that you would like to update. This survey will now allow you to choose the foods you added or modified. To replace the ProPAN food composition table with your own table, refer to the Software User's Guide for detailed instructions. Now that we have familiarized ourselves with the food composition table, let's explore how you can create a new survey. The program will automatically assign a prefix to each database name depending on the instrument being used. The letter D for dietary will be assigned for the 24-hour recall and anthropometry. The letter C will be given for the caregiver survey, and the letter M for the market survey. Let's create a new 24-hour recall and anthropometry database and name it Pilot. Under the Advanced Utilities menu item, choose the instrument that you would like to use and select Create a new survey for data entry. A small window will appear and prompt you to name your new survey. Click OK to save this file, and a blank data entry screen will appear. Under each main menu item, you will find a data entry screen and options for analysis. Let's explore the 24-hour recall and anthropometry data entry screen, where you can enter and edit your data. Select the data entry option and choose your database from the prompt. Here, you or someone else can choose from the databases you have created. Let's choose our newly created database, Pilot. Note the prefix D before the file name. The data entry screens have two windows. The left window provides information and options for entering data, and the right window is where data are entered. The lower left corner shows the number of records. In this example, 0 records have been entered. If data are entered into the form on the screen, this would be record number 1. On the first page of the survey, enter the data collected for each child. For ProPAN to automatically calculate anthropometric z-scores, you will first have to enter the date of the interview, the child's date of birth, their gender, as well as their height and weight. When you have finished entering the child's information, click on Food Served and Consumed to enter their dietary information. An error message will appear if key fields are not entered. These items are noted as must enter at the bottom of the screen. You will find that the child's unique code will carry over onto the dietary information page. On this page, you can enter the information for each food the child ate. For example, let's say a child ate a banana for breakfast. The mealtime code for breakfast is 10, and the code for a fresh raw banana is 70309. The food name will automatically appear upon entering the food code. Remember that you can search for foods using the Find feature that we used to add or modify foods in the food composition table. To enter another food, click New. An error message will appear if the must enter values are not filled out. Once you have entered all of the information, be sure to save your database by clicking on the Save Data button. To delete a food, click on Mark Record as Deleted. To go back to the child information screen, hit the Back or Home button. To delete the child's record, click on Mark Record as Deleted. Clicking on this button will not permanently delete the record you previously entered. You can click Undelete to undo the deletion. Though these deleted entries will remain in the database, they will not be included in the analyses. If you want to end the data entry session, you may do so by clicking on the red X in the upper left window, or by clicking File Exit to leave the data entry screen and return to the main menu. There may be times when you want to modify questions on the data collection instruments for use in the local context. In these cases, you will want the changes to be reflected on the software data entry screen. We will use the caregiver survey as an example of how you would modify a data collection instrument in the software. First, create a new survey. Then, under Advanced Utilities, choose your instrument and click on Modify a Survey. Choose the file you have just created. The EpiInfo MakeView screen will appear. Here, you can modify your survey by adding, removing, or editing questions. For example, if you do not want the name of the child entered into your database, find the question in the survey and right-click on it. A window will pop up with several options. Check the box that says Read Only. Note that the Delete option is permanent, and you will have to reinsert the question to bring it back. Furthermore, deleting questions may throw off skip patterns in the survey, which may affect your results. After you save the file, you can check to see if the entry screen reflects your changes. Modifying a question involves a similar process. On the Make View screen, right-click on the question you wish to modify and edit the text to reflect your modified question. If the field has multiple response options that you would also like to modify or add on to, click Comment Legal and you will be able to do so. Make sure you add a hyphen between the field code and the text. It is important to note that modifying questions may also throw off skip patterns in the survey, similar to the Delete option, which may affect your results. These options, along with inserting or adding new questions, will require an advanced EpiInfo user familiar with the Make View feature. Users may refer to the EpiInfo contents under the Help menu for more detailed instructions on these procedures. Note that questions that are added will not be part of the built-in analyses provided by the software. Finally, to create a new database from a survey you have modified earlier, click on Create a new survey from a modified survey to choose the file you want to use as your template. When you create your new file, a blank data entry screen will appear. Once all of the data have been entered into a database, you may begin your analysis. Under the 24-hour recall and anthropometry and the market survey menu items, you will find a data quality check option. Under the data analysis item for all three surveys, you will find various sub-menu items which will generate HTML reports containing descriptive statistics and specialized analyses. For example, let's take a look at the output generated for the Data Quality Check option under the Market Survey. After choosing your database, an EpiInfo analysis window will appear and run the analysis. This output displays descriptive statistics, including an output for plus or minus 4 standard deviations from the mean to potentially alert you to extreme values. Let's explore another analysis output, energy per unit of currency. This analysis shows you the average amount of energy in calories per 1 unit price for each food collected from the market survey. All of the analysis submenu items for each survey will generate similar HTML reports for the database you select. These reports may be saved in the HTML format or copied and pasted into a Microsoft Word or Excel file. If you right-click anywhere on the page, you will be given several options. Choose the Save As option and you can save the HTML page. To copy and paste, highlight or select all by pressing Ctrl-A. Then right-click to copy or hit Ctrl-C and paste it into a Microsoft Word or Excel file. Here you can edit the outputs. For example, you may want to add a border to your tables. We hope that you found this video tutorial helpful. For questions and feedback, please visit our website at www.paho.org/ProPAN. Here, you will also find the latest ProPAN Software User's Guide and EpiInfo Help Catalog.